Hi folks, in the last video we checked out the Tacoma Mountain Rescue All-Purpose Storm Kit that you see here. And in that video I said I'd also be reviewing another survival kit made by R.E.I. that was eerily similar to this kit. Well, here's that kit. This is the R.E.I. Wilderness Survival Kit, and we're going to check it out today on Kitbashed Survival. So when I see these two kits side by side, I'm reminded of the automobile industry, where oftentimes you'll have two different models that are essentially variations on the same vehicle, sort of like the Ford Expedition versus the Lincoln Navigator. And I think that's what's going on here. On the inside, I'm betting these kits are pretty much identical. It's just different branding on the outside. And it kind of makes sense because we know that at one point R.E.I. was selling the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit. And so it's not a big stretch to say that at one point or another, they sold the exact same kit, but simply branded as R.E.I. And by the way, I'm using the automobile industry analogy for a very specific reason that'll be obvious in just a moment. So not only are these two kits the exact same shape and size, but the labeling is very similar too. You can see it's a very similar illustration here. And the contents of the kit are exactly the same. Here's the list on the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit, and the list on the R.E.I. kit is identical. And they even have the same phrases. Survival is the challenge to stay alive, and on the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit, that phrase is right here. The kit was even packed and distributed by the same people, the Mountain Rescue Council Tacoma Unit, member of the Mountain Rescue Association. Now if you want to read the rest of the labeling, you can pause right now and do that. Now, I actually think the exterior of the R.E.I. kit is going to be more interesting than what's inside for a few reasons. First of all, with the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit, one of the frustrating things was that we had no way to accurately date the kit. Well, that's not an issue here because they've got the date right on the price tag, March 9th, 1972. Now, for those of you in my European audience, you might think that's September 3rd, 1972, and it might be, but I don't think so. Here in the US, we usually put the month first, but in either case, it's from 1972, so as of 2020, this kit's right at 48 years old. They also have the original price on the tag, $1.85. How cool is that? By far, however, my favorite thing about the exterior of this kit is the label itself. Now, in the 1970s, R.E.I. was nowhere near as large as they are now. They weren't really selling to the mass markets yet. That didn't start until the 1980s. In the 70s, they were still a relatively small specialty co-op that was geared towards serious mountaineering, climbing, and backpacking. And so I think it's so cool that in 1972, they couldn't even brand their own tin. What they had to do was take somebody else's tin and wrap this paper label around it. That is so awesome. And if you look underneath the label, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but the tin itself is a white tin that is branded for the Chrysler Corporation. So they took a Chrysler tin and rebadged it as an R.E.I. survival kit. How cool is that? So let's go ahead and crack open the kit and travel back in time to 1972. Oh yeah, on the top, they've got this printed. Contains an 8-foot plastic tube to shelter your body from wind and rain, which steal vital body energy. Energy loss leads to exhaustion, and exhaustion can lead to death. So we'll go ahead and see if we can peel this tape off. It's been there for 48 years. Now that I've removed the tape, I wonder if we can get this label off to get a look at the Chrysler tin underneath. I'm going to cut right here. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of stuck on there, but at least we can get a look at the front. Chrysler parts, wax-treated polishing cloth. That's awesome. So this is what they repurposed into a survival kit. Too cool. All right. Let's go ahead and pop the top. There we go. All right, so there's the signal mirror, just like on the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit. And there's the whistle. And it's the same exact whistle that was in one of the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kits. And yeah, it's exactly the same. So here's the candle, still in good shape. There's the bundle with the tube tarp, and then here's the sugar cubes down here. And then there's a look at the interior of the tin, still in good shape. So here we have the sugar cubes, C&H cane sugar, 3 sugar cubes. Very cool. Oh God, that bullion stinks. 48-year-old bullion cubes. Fortunately, they're sealed in their own plastic bags, so they didn't leak out anywhere, but boy, these things reek. Ugh. Then we've got some diamond strike anywhere matches, 2 cents. How cool is that? Oh God, that bullion smells so bad. It's so overpowering. I can't even describe how bad it smells. So we've got Farmer Brothers orange tea again, just like the other kits. And then we've got a Serve-A-Portion salt made by Serve-A-Portion Inc. in Van Nuys, California. Then we've got the tube tarp that looks to be in good shape. The survival instructions, just like the other 2 kits we looked at. This one has this little blue piece of paper in there. That's different. And then we've got the bread tie wire. Yeah, this has specific instructions for the 8-foot plastic tube tent. So that's pretty cool. If you want to pause and read that, you can. God, I gotta step out of the room for a minute. That bullion smells so horrible. So here's the entire contents of the kit laid out. Again, almost identical to the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit, with the only exceptions being the blue piece of paper and some brand variations on the sugar cube and the matches. Other than that, exactly the same, and it makes sense because they were packed by the same people. So I really don't have anything more to say about the contents of the kit that wasn't already said in the review of the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit. The only bad thing I can say about this one is that the bullion cubes stink to high heaven, but fortunately they were sealed in their own little package, so they didn't leak out and destroy the rest of the kit, which was really smart on their part. And by the way, if you want to watch my review of the Tacoma Mountain Rescue Kit, there's a link to it in the top right corner of this video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the R.E.I. Wilderness Survival Kit. That's it for now. I'm Eric Siegel. This is Kitbashed Survival. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.